It's that wonderful time in the Fortnite cycle once again. Hype is now building for the new season, which is just 2 weeks away from happening. And at this point, it's pretty much confirmed that this will be a 1-month Star Wars season. Now, this is going to be a huge departure from what we're used to in Fortnite, as typically we get a 1-month season at the end of the year. But now it seems like we can get a 1-month season at the beginning of the year. But back to next season. It's going to be revealed this Saturday at Star Wars Celebration, sometime in the evening in Eastern Time. The extent to this reveal isn't known, but I expect it to be similar of the reveal of the second Marvel season at D23. But anyways, today we'll be going over everything we know about this upcoming Star Wars season, including some skins, locations, and even bosses, alongside my theories for the season. So please make sure to like the video and subscribe to show your support for the channel. And also make sure to use code EXTRATRAS in the Fortnite item shop. Alright, let's get started here. So surprisingly, we already know a lot of what next season will include ahead of Star Wars Celebration, which will most likely show us everything in the season. Let's start with a build up to this season. The events that are occurring on the map with Daigo opening a portal will lead to the Death Star appearing above the map somehow. This will most likely be expanded upon in next week's update. That'll probably include a more traditional mini event. Also, as a reminder, this update will most likely include the Bebop, Rocksteady, and Krang skins from TMNT alongside the Turtle Van. So next season, Chapter 6 Season 3 will have 3 updates, including the 35.00, 35.10, and 35.20 updates. Each will likely introduce new Star Wars skins, items, and maybe even locations. The season also ends on June the 8th, which happens to be on Sunday, so we will probably also see an event to end off the season. In total, this mini season will last 37 days. Thanks to the Chewbacca item shop, we also know the possible name of the season, which is Galactic Battle. There are also these icons of an X-Wing, TIE Fighter, and Death Star, so they will be part of the season in some way. Also, the TIE Fighter could indicate that the TIE Fighter pilot will finally be added to the game as a skin after it was leaked a year ago. This season will also feature a battle pass with 5 skins, alongside a Lego pass which will have its own skin. Speaking of Lego, it'll probably get a Star Wars update similar to last year's, though the scale of it isn't known at the moment. There will also be 3 bosses, 5 henchmen, and 6 NPCs relating to Star Wars on the Battle Royale map next season. The Star Wars stuff will also tie into the lore somehow, and new locations inspired by Star Wars will be added to the map. On the surface, this is all we really know, but delving more into it, we can get an idea of some of the Star Wars skins we could be getting, and even some of the locations. First of all, the code names. The 5 skins in the Battle Pass have their own code names, which are Clawpad Host, Forward Lake Dyer, Marker Deerton, Muffin Ladle Gas, and Wealth Lamb Fate. Keep in mind that anything from these code names are complete guesses. The last code name can be interpreted as a complete giveaway to Palpatine, which was later given some more proof by Blortzen on Twitter, and also has more proof due to a lightsaber with lightning abilities, obviously meaning Palpatine. That leaves us with 4 more code names, and we do have some extremely educated guesses for what 2 of them could be. Marker Deerton is expected to be Qui-Gon Jinn and will also be an NPC next season, but I hope it's wrong and it's actually Captain Rex. Please be Captain Rex. Please be Captain Rex. Also, Muffin Ladle Gas is expected to be Jar Jar Binks, which will be a great meme skin in my opinion. General Grievous is also expected to be a part of this season. He's codenamed Bingrass and will be both a boss and a skin next season. C-3PO will also be getting a skin, as evident by the in-game codename of Gold Droid. In addition, BB-8 will be receiving some cosmetics in Fortnite, alongside cosmetics from Rocket League's Mandalorian event coming to the game, which could possibly indicate new skins. We also got this leaked feature through the in-game surveys of Star Destroyer Bombardment, which I think could be a reskinned airstrike item. Finally, we have information of one of the locations next season, which seems to be Dagobah. This could potentially be a very cool environment to explore, but it will definitely be annoying to traverse. With all that out of the way, let's get into some of my speculation for this next season. Alright, I have a lot of speculation, mainly due to coping for the 4 things I'd want in a Star Wars season: Captain Rex, Bo-Katan, Cal Kestis, and Jango Fett. Since the Lego Pass will be themed to Star Wars, I think Captain Rex is pretty likely to be its skin. This is especially due to the fact that Lego knows how popular Captain Rex is in their sets, and how he is also an extremely sought after minifigure. It might even be Jango Fett, since his Slave 1 is the UCS set for this year's year's May the 4th. Now going back to the logos in the item shop for Chewbacca, I think the TIE Fighter and X-Wing will be vehicles in the next season as reskins of planes. That could either be a good thing or a bad thing. We'll just have to wait until next season comes out to know for sure. Anyways, continuing forward, I don't really have any good ideas for what the rest of the Battle Pass codenames could be, but I do have some ideas for what the rest of the Battle Pass skins are, especially based on the fact that it appears to be based on the prequels. I'm thinking we could get a Clone Wars version of Ahsoka, but given how this Battle Pass also seems to be focused on the prequel movies so far, perhaps it could be a Queen Amidala skin. Also, we do have the background image for this season, used both in the Chewbacca shop background and in the teaser for Star Wars Celebration. It shows something which represents the star map from Star Wars, and most recently in Ahsoka. So maybe we get more Ahsoka show skins beyond the Ahsoka skin we already have. In terms of the 3 bosses, I think they will be Grievous as already leaked, alongside Palpatine and maybe Count Dooku. I also think that considering the last Marvel season, we could be receiving some mashups between Fortnite and Star Wars characters. A Yoda fish stick skin immediately sticks out to me as something that would be hilarious in game. Going back to the Rocket League Mandalorian event items being added to Fortnite, I want to go back to last year's May the 4th event. The Mandalorian car included decals for Mandalorian related characters that we don't already have in game, including the Armorer, Sabine Wren, and Bo-Katan. So perhaps these could also be added. Lastly, for skins here are just some of my general wants for skins from Star Wars during this season. It would be really cool we got Captain Rex, Cad Bane, Jango Fett, Cal Kestis, Count Dooku, Bo-Katan, Grand Admiral Thrawn, a dual Mustafar Anakin with yellow eyes, Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Commander Cody. For new items, I think it could be cool we get some more unique lightsabers, including Dooku's lightsaber, which could maybe have different attack patterns, Palpatine's could have lightning involved, and Grievous could give you 4 lightsabers at once, but maybe with less attack. Lightsabers would obviously return, and they'll probably use boons somehow for force powers. I also hope that lightsabers will be finally added as a pickaxe. Maybe they just make them as an extremely customizable pickaxe, and you could customize the Kyber crystal if it's a dual lightsaber or something like that. Maybe they could even pair this with a Cal Kestis skin. Alright, and now for the locations. I think we'll have some sort of Empire outpost location, maybe a visitable Death Star, a Tatooine POI with Jabba's palace, and also a Hoth location, maybe with an AT-AT. Either way, I'm sure I'm just scratching the surface of whatever Epic is cooking with this season. Overall, it seems to me at least that this will end up being a pretty fun season with a ton of cool skins. I'm already seeing a lot of people in the community, probably even half of the community, upset that we're getting a Star Wars season. And I mean, I sort of understand it. Compared to Marvel, Star Wars is a lot more of a closed-in niche thing, not with the vast amount of different characters from different genres that Marvel has. Marvel has pretty much a century of comic book history alongside all of their movies from the past 30 years. While to general audiences, Star Wars is just composed of movies, not really any other outside media. So while not everyone likes Star Wars, I don't feel that this is a good metric to judge a season. I mean, I feel that as long as the gameplay is good, a Star Wars season could be really fun. And I'm sure this won't be another remix situation, and Fortnite will at least put out some other collaborations. The cool thing at least is that it's only a month, and then after that, Chapter 6 Season 4 will begin. But I'm getting ahead of myself. What do you guys think about all this? Are you excited for the Star Wars season? Are you not? Which Star Wars characters do you want in game? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Well, that's all for now, so like and subscribe and use code EXTRAS in the Fortnite item shop. See ya.
I want your money, I'm strapped for cash. I need your money to raise it to get a job. Give me your money, I'm not being funny. Give me your money today.
This is a brilliant work of satire.